Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And Capricorn, this is your intuitive tarot reading for May the 4th to 17th. I've been a little bit unwell, so I'm bringing you a fortnightly reading this time round. What we have for you, we have the Great Gathering Oracle card. We have Svadia behind that. We have the Knight of Wands. We have Three of Swords, the beautiful positive sun energy. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So yes, we do have the Ten of Swords in this reading, Capricorn, which is indicating something coming to a close, something coming to an end. But, you know, it's beautiful to see in a reading with a card like the Ten of Swords, the Sun also. So really this is, you know, you moving into a much more healing period of your life, a period where you might feel quite reborn, you know, really sort of stepping away from something that's kept you challenged for quite a while, maybe kept you unstable, and you've really just had to persevere with it for a long time. So even though it can be a painful ending, you know, it's good to bring these things to a close so that, you know, you can move on into a new direction in your life. So let's go to the Oracle cards. We've got Great Gathering. We also have Svadia. Now, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, guys, but this card here from the Yogic Path deck is about self-study. So it really might be a time to kind of turn inwards, a little bit of hermit mode here, and really reflect on your own consciousness, you know, really listen to your intuition, potentially, you know, connect with spirit, your higher self. And it's when we turn inwards and we're in that period of stillness, that's when we can really hear the wisdom of the body. So that might be what you're needing to do a little bit more of this week, a little bit more self-reflection. And we have the Great Gathering. I'm going to read that one out to you. Just a moment. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. You're being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet, and as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. So it's really a time to try and spend time with like-minded people. And also, you know, we had that link here to listening to your intuition as well this week, Capricorn. So in the recent past here, I feel called to start with the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So here we see you in a situation where there's had to be a certain amount of resilience or persistence to stay in that situation, to keep it going, to keep it alive. Now guys, these are general readings, but obviously, you know, the big areas of our life that it can relate to, it can be in our relationships, you know, a relationship that you really feel like you have to really put the work in to keep it moving. We can say the same about, you know, a job that maybe drains us, and we're using all our energy, all our fight, all our warrior spirit just to be able to go through the motions and get the work done. You know, and with the Two of Pentacles here, you know, the Two of Pentacles has a sense of instability about it, maybe not feeling stable and grounded. So I feel like the situation has had you in a state where you might have been sort of a bit on an emotional roller coaster, not really feeling steady, not really feeling sure, not feeling like there's a solid foundation in this situation. And the Two of Pentacles can also be linked to that feeling of indecision. You know, really what I think you've probably been in that moment of trying to decide, do I carry on with this situation or do I bring it to a close? And you know that, you know, if you carry on with it, you know, if you do what you always did, you get what you always got. And I think that is, you know that if you carry on in this situation, you are going to have to keep on fighting. And it's that feeling of, you know, maybe swimming uphill, swimming against the current of the stream. And that's usually an indicator, you know, when we're out of that flow of life, when things are actually just become really difficult in a situation that doesn't flow nicely. So, yeah, I think some of you could be feeling quite challenged internally as well, quite conflicted on an internal level here as well about the situation. You know, maybe sometimes it's really good and then sometimes it changes, and that's what's giving you that sense of indecision. It's like sometimes, you know, the pentacles are up and sometimes the pentacles are down. But I do see, you know, obviously with the cards here, Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, I do see an ending, quite a definite ending in this situation. I mean, the Ten of Swords is often an abrupt ending, and it also can be one that comes with some pain, some hurt. You know, with the Three of Swords here as well, there could have been a betrayal in the situation. Some of you might have recently lost your job and you were told that you weren't going to, you know, due to all this COVID situation. Maybe you feel betrayed by that. You know, it could be in a relationship, there could have been a betrayal. Whether it's, you know, cheating or, you know, maybe somebody not being honest about, you know, finances or addictions or something like that. You'll know what it is for you guys. But with the Ten of Swords, it's kind of that feeling of, well, I've got a few swords in my back, I'm fatigued, I'm tired, I'm feeling weighed down by this situation. But, you know, the good news is that, you know, as soon as the ending comes and, you know, you're feeling the pain and the hurt and sorrow, that is the first step of the healing process, right? So, you know, it might feel like a big purge or like, you know, you are sort of, you know, engulfed in this darkness, but it's only a momentary pause. It's only a momentary, you know, momentary part of that healing process. And soon, you know, you will move forward. And you've got those beautiful cards coming in. And we can see here in the Ten of Swords that beautiful sun energy just waiting to come into your life, to eclipse the darkness, to, you know, renew you, to have you reborn again. Yeah, that Three of Swords, you know, it can be, like I said, the heartbreak, the hurt, the sadness. But, you know, once that wound is cracked open, once, you know, the purging, the tears, the anger and all that's coming out, yeah, we just know that that is the first, you know, step of that healing process. And, you know, you are on your way to being completely reborn here. So in the near future, we have the Knight of Wands and the Sun energy, guys. Now, the Sun is known as the most positive card in the tarot deck. It is absolutely beautiful, healing, cleansing energy. It speaks of divine guidance. I really feel that this ending, you know, this is divine timing for this to happen because you're being led somewhere else now. You're being asked to align your life and surround yourself with the people and the situations that are, you know, on the right frequency for you. Now, this baby, you know, might look very innocent and, you know, here, but he or she has had to burst through brick walls, had to go through the harder times, had to go through the challenges. And now, you know, there is a sense of being reborn, of being maybe a little bit vulnerable as well. The Sun is also, you know, a very strong yes card. So if you have been indecisive about bringing a situation to a completion, the Sun says that yes, you know, it's time because, you know, the universe wants to move you forward. And the Knight of Wands. I mean, lots of explanations for this card, guys, but it could be a passionate offer coming in, potentially from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Could be, you know, a passionate romantic offer. It could be, you know, an offer to do with, you know, work or making money that makes you feel on purpose, makes you feel enthusiastic, energetic. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is a great explorer, who is ready to charge forward, who's ready for a new chapter. And, you know, we always have these little nods to manifestation with the threes. We have another three here with the Three of Swords. You know, this is about you getting ready to create again, to create a new chapter. And, you know, in the Sun energy, we see these beautiful sunflowers saying that whatever you set your intentions to and you take that inspired action, that's going to grow and expand. And that's, you know, under that Sun energy that just says anything is possible. It's absolutely beautiful energy. So Capricorn, just embrace that Ten of Swords because the Sun energy is right behind that. So I'm just going to draw a couple of these keywords to close out the reading. What have we got? Trust, yeah, okay. And strength, well, that's very fitting. Look, trust, I think, is really trust in the process, Capricorn. Trust in this ending. Trust your intuition and trust how you're feeling because, you know, this is all in divine timing and the Sun energy is right there to back it up. And strength. I mean, we've got warrior spirit here. Have the strength and courage to embrace that ending, to roll with it, to understand that sometimes we do have a winter season where something comes to a close, but right behind it is a new spring waiting to burst into a whole new chapter, a whole new season in your life. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment. I always, I read every comment. I love to know how it's playing out and if it resonates for you. And I'll be back here next week for another reading.